Hey guys, it's Asia Dane. Thank you for joining me on another budget video. As you can tell, background is kind of different because this weekend Brian and I moved to a new place. I'll be talking about that in my budget because the new move actually really does affect my budget in a very big way. So that is the deal. Let's briefly talk about what happened last month and then go into what I budgeted for this month. So you guys saw the video. April was a huge month for me. $33,000 in income. The reason why January, February, March, and April were all pretty big months for me was because I actually got a lot of really big commercial payments. On the side, I like to do commercial work. Those early months were residuals. Last month was a Samsung payment, which was a lump sum, so I'm not gonna get that payment again. But the residuals have been helping me out. In May, I didn't get paid any residuals, so I'm going to assume that that run for my commercial is now over, which is kind of a bummer because the extra money definitely helped me out. But you're going to start to see what my budget and income would normally be. Everything is kind of calming down now, which again is a bummer because for me that means less money, but it means that things are just, this is normally what I look at per month. May, I made like almost $9,000, $8,800, but I actually did get a lot of money from like Poshmark, Amazon, PayPal, because I am starting to sell a lot of furniture and stuff and makeup products and clothes. I had a pretty big month on Poshmark and PayPal specifically. A couple other things. I still went over budget in May, not as much as April, that's for sure. My biggest problem is eating out. Yeah, I mean, I am closing the gap in terms of staying on budget, and budgeting is really difficult for me. While Dave Ramsey does recommend paying with cash because you withdraw at the beginning of the month and you know exactly where you stand when it comes to your budget, I just can't do that. I make a lot of purchases online. It's just easier for me. I don't carry a wallet. So handling cash isn't ideal for me, but I think starting next month, I'll probably start doing that again, just so I can be more on track with my budget. Again, if you want to look more in depth about my budgeting sheet, everything is going to be in the description box. I have a link to my budget sheet in the description box, so check it out there. But let's talk about June. Like I said, Brian and I moved, so while we did move to someplace smaller, the rent is actually more expensive just because it is a community. There's a dog run, there's a pool, there's a gym, there's all these things that we didn't have in our loft. So instead of our rent being $1,100, which is what it was prior to moving, it is now $1,500 a month, which is kind of a bummer. In order to make sure that I am able to afford that, I am also probably going to cancel my gym membership. I love being a part of group exercises. It really motivates me, but I think at least for maybe the first month or 2 months into our new lease and new rent payment, I'm probably going to just put my membership on hold just to make sure that I guess I can pay for it, because again, you never know where your next payment is, so I just want to make sure that I'm not throwing all my money around when it really should be going to rent. The big thing that we need to talk about is my home goods budget. For this month, I budgeted, this might sound crazy, but $3,000 for home goods. I consider that to be furniture, organization, anything for the home. So the reason why this budget is very big is because since we did move and we did have to get more furniture and new furniture just because our old furniture doesn't fit in here, that includes everything. So far it is only the 4th of June, so we're 4 days into the month. I'm opening up my Every Dollar app. This is where I keep track of my expenses. And if I go to Home Goods, so far I spent $1,300 on home goods supplies. I do have to mention, the cool thing about moving is that when you change your address with USPS, they give you discounts to Wayfair, Bed Bath & Beyond, Casper if you needed a new bed, CB2, West Elm, all those things. So a lot of those, or all these purchases, I used 20 and 10% and 15% off discount codes. So that actually really helped. Again, I think I'm going to slow down on the furniture purchasing now because I'm already at half my budget and I don't know what my payment for the middle of the month is going to be. What I purchased was a dresser, stuff for the living room, and just really big essential items we need in order to move our shit out of boxes, to be honest with you. Movies and events, I budgeted $40 for that, and I think for the first time I actually may stay under budget for the month, and that's because Brian and I have actually been invited to a lot of screenings, movie screenings recently, which has been really helpful because Brian loves to go to the movies, so that's where the majority of our entertainment budget goes. But this month we are going to go see Ocean's 8 for a free screening, and we're also going to see the movie Tag, which looks really funny, so that is really helpful. In terms of like notable things that I wanted to mention for this video, I think that's it. The cool thing about how we moved is we do have our old place until the 15th because we gave our 30 days notice a little bit too late. Brian is paying for the rent for that one for the prorated rate, so that's why it's not included in the budget. But that being said, that has actually helped us move very affordably. All we did was we rented a U-Haul for $50, and then we hired a TaskRabbit, which if you don't know what a TaskRabbit is, it's an app that you can ask anyone to help you with anything. I myself was a TaskRabbit, so if you are interested in a side hustle, I would definitely recommend being a TaskRabbit. You can determine your own rates and they'll tip you if you do a good job. Like things that I used to do was I would edit videos, I would transcribe audio, I even did laundry and folded clothes for a family. So it's stuff like that. You can do deliveries, you can paint, you can do handyman work, you can help move. So definitely look into that. I'll put a link to that in the description box, and you can also use it if you need some handiwork done around the house. So we hired him for like $80, and we got some free boxes from my girlfriend who just moved. So all in all, we only spent about $150 moving. In terms of my student loan payments, I only contributed $2,000 last month, and that is a lot of money, but considering I've been throwing $6,000 to $10,000 towards my student loans, it is kind of a bummer. I'm a part of some Dave Ramsey groups on Facebook, and they're way more understanding about the struggles it takes to budget and get out of debt than people on YouTube. Some of you guys watching were really harsh, calling me selfish and spoiled in my last video, and if that's what you think, you totally missed the mark on the point of that video. But yeah, people in the comment sections on Facebook in the groups that I am part of are definitely more understanding that sometimes life gets in the way, and getting out of debt should be a priority, but it isn't everything. So I'm not going to beat myself up over not contributing that much to my student loans, or as much as I have been over the past couple months. I still think I can get rid of my AES Success student loan within the next couple months, because I am waiting for another large payment from a brand. Once I get that, then I'll be able to throw all of it essentially into that student loan account and then have that done, which would be amazing. But I'm hoping for this month I'll be able to contribute $3,000 to $4,000. That would be ideal for me. I think I'd be really happy with that. I think that is all I wanted to talk about. Again, if you have any comments or questions, please write them in the comment section. I also do want to thank Huffington Post for doing this really awesome write-up on me. It's really cool to see that people recognize how powerful it is to talk about debt, and how powerful it is to watch someone go through the process of getting out of debt. So I'm going to go ahead and link that article in the description box as well if you want to test it out, or if you want to read it and check it out, that'd be awesome. But yeah, anyways, if you're on this debt-free journey with me, I hope June is a success and you stay on budget or as much as you can. And yeah, let's do this all together. I'm Misha Dang. I'll see you guys on Friday. Thanks for watching. Bye.